In a sentence, One Earth Sangha is here to support a wise and compassionate response to climate change and other threats to our home. But I'll say a bit more, and forgive me for reading my remarks, for this is too precious an opportunity for me to mess this up. So One Earth Sangha exists to support the community in expressing the teachings of the Buddhist path and how they can motivate and inspire a courageous, compassionate action on climate. In our very name, we recognize the critical role that Sangha plays. Research is clear, we simply cannot be effectively engaged on climate as individuals. We need each other, and we need our differences. Therefore, One Earth Sangha is committed to making the connections, lifting up and collaborating across all Buddhist traditions, cultural, race, and other faith and non-faith voices. In service of an awakened response, One Earth Sangha has 3 dimensions to our strategy. And I want to take the opportunity actually here to introduce my co-founder. Lou, will you just stand up for a second? This is Lou Leonard, the other half of One Earth Sangha, and my awesome partner in this work. So three layers, and if you'll kind of visualize a triangle, at the base, we're here to provide widespread access and understanding of the Dharma of climate change and Earth relationship. Others have spoken so eloquently to this. This is the Dharma from teachers and others who have, and other leaders, that examines the causes and conditions of climate crisis, the present forms, and how we can actually stay connected to this overwhelming, oftentimes completely unbearable, seemingly, reality of climate change. And then how we can respond together with clarity, skill, courage, and the compassion to the call of life. So let me say a little bit more about the particular Dharma that we feel compelled to share. We're cultivating the Dharma which understands the living earth as our larger body, the sacred field of practice, and to whose beings, present and future, we dedicate our efforts. We are supporting the Dharma that understands that climate change is one of many interrelated manifestations of separation, objectification, and exploitation. As the forces of colonialism, patriarchy, materialism, and racism constitute the vulnerabilities that will transform the hardship of climate change into horror, we are committed to acting in partnership with others, including Buddhist Peace Fellowship, who you just heard from, so awesome, the Center for Transformative Change, Wide Awake, the Buddhist Global Relief, and others in this very room in naming and dismantling these oppressive forms. Finally, we are here to cultivate the Dharma that sees engagement on collective issues as vital practice itself, not separate from and equally valued as the internal forms. So that's the base layer, is the foundation of Dharma that informs the rest. The second dimension of our mission, building on this foundation, is to cultivate an inspired, learning, and supportive community of engaged individuals in Sangha who are actively responding to the climate crisis. That is, we seek to connect engaged individuals and Sanghas to one another, facilitating learning and collaboration. We know some of these Sanghas, surely, but not all, and we may not know yours. We're really just getting started. So please, let's talk. If there are folks in your community who are dedicating themselves to this issue, we want to know about them, we want to connect to our work and learn from them. We're also, at this level, collaborating with other faith groups, including what you saw earlier on the slides from Bhikkhu Bodhi, Green Faith, Our Voices, Interfaith Power and Light, and more. So the collaboration across faith traditions is critical. Finally and ultimately, we are here to encourage wise and compassionate action in service to life. Whether that action is to develop consciousness within and between our communities, cultivate new solutions for sustainable living, or identify and dismantle the systems that threaten well-being, we are here to support others in engaging in the difficult, uncomfortable, messy, heartbreaking, and heart-sustaining work of acting on climate. We're 2 years into this and have established several programs to support these aspirations. This foundation of Dharma is offered through our website and social media networks. We have a mailing list of now globally, and I should have brought a map of it. It's actually quite inspiring to see the breadth of our reach at this point. It is still largely the Western convert community, but it does span the globe. So that's the basis is what you see here. This is our website, and then we work through other social media channels to share the Dharma. I just gave a definition of what that Dharma is in my earlier remarks, but the reality is that we want to share your understanding of the Dharma of climate change from diverse traditions and points of view and integrate that into these voices. We are committed to offering, secondly, we are committed to offering an annual online interactive training. We started this last fall with a series called the Mindfulness and Climate Action Conversations, of which many people in this room were participants, and we are so grateful for, because it was hugely successful and we were so touched and inspired by the response. So starting this fall, September 13th through November 15th, just prior to the COP21 meeting in Paris, we will offer our Eco-Sattva training. This program is designed to develop and empower individuals and sanghas to act on climate. As true as my request for Dharma, we would like to get your feedback and ask you to share ownership with us in the direction and content of this annual program. There are two more programs that are earlier in their development. One is we're starting a Sangha networking program, which I don't have enough time to describe, but basically we want to tap all the people out there who are already active on climate, in pain because they're not active on climate, and looking for a way to engage and pull us together to support each other. Finally, we're exploring the potential of an Earth Dharma teaching network comprised of teachers at all levels who we feel we can actively support in integrating climate and Earth Dharma into their offering, as well as cultivating within their sanghas compassionate and wise action. We're very interested in your feedback about this idea, and again, this is us providing a platform for the community to help itself move forward on climate. What does it mean to live in accordance with Buddhist principles in the context of global climate change? What would it look like if we were to respond to the global environmental crisis as an expression of our Buddhist path? What gifts does climate change offer to our collective awakening? As co-founders of One Earth Sangha, Lou and I are inviting all of you and the sanghas you represent to help us explore and deepen these questions and to practice, with your guidance, our way into the answers. Thank you.